Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to understand how Luna usually works. Apparently I kinda lose my voice and can't even talk that much. So anyway, Luna is a very conditional hero that usually needs certain requirements in order for you to make her work. First of all, she requires a decent amount of lineup and a support coming from your team. She usually requires a heavy initiator in your team so that they can easily provide spacing for you. If there's no spacing, then Luna will just immediately die or can't even engage properly. Next is that she requires a lot of support from your team, since Luna alone can't do anything if your enemy trying to invade your blue buff, which is very essential for her during the early part of the game. And lastly is that your team needs to hold the early game, which is the most important part of the game and for Luna. If your team is feeding in the early, then everything else will fail for her. Since your enemies will just easily invade your blue buff if your team can't even defend their lanes properly. There are two types on how you can play her depending on your matchup. One is being the defensive type, where most of your enemies usually have a lot of crowd control to pin you down. Next is the aggressive type, where you can easily attack due to the lack of crowd control from your enemies. In this game we are going to demonstrate on how you can play her aggressively. But when it comes to a bunch of crowd control lineup, you pretty much want to wait for an opening before engaging in, otherwise you are going to die a lot with this hero. Luna is all about consistency with her precise aim and maintaining her passive mark. If you didn't met one of these requirements, then you are going to fail a lot with this hero. She definitely needs a lot of practice in order for you to get used to her controls and her abilities. Mastering her requires a lot of time, and she even gets harder to use once you progress to your rank. During early you want to farm as fast as you can, since she is a scaling hero that requires a lot of items first before she can deal damage. Her power spike usually comes from mid to late game, but if you could be able to snowball early, then you are good to go. One thing that you need to understand with her is that you always want to make sure that you apply your passive mark into your enemies. And this is what makes her harder to use, since sometimes that your basic attack will kinda messed up your combo. Because in this game you can't even cancel the animation of your basic attacks, which can easily punish you if you skill too fast while doing basic attack. Then you suddenly use your ulti without even applying any mark to your enemies, then you are pretty much going to die by accident. So it's really important that you have a good amount of control with your basic attack. During an advanced gameplay with Luna, you can just hit multiple enemies to apply your passive mark. Then you can just somehow proc them one by one with your ulti, so that you can apply so much pressure for your enemy team with your insane amount of mobility. You need to dodge diagonally so that you can avoid getting hit by a crowd control or an incoming projectile that your enemies are already anticipating where you are going to land after using your ulti. It's very important that you also need to keep track the cooldown of your enemies, so that you can already anticipate when to dodge or when to attack. It's best to common practice this type of fundamental so that you can build up awareness and gain more reflex when you start to progress with this hero. And that being said, it's best that you fully understand her first before you start grinding her all the way to the top. Since there will be certain matches that you won't be very effective that much, due to the fact that teamwork usually doesn't exist in that game. Take your time and learn all about her mechanics. She is not a type of hero that you will master in just one night. So be sure to have a lot of patience in order for you to master her. And that is pretty much it all about her. If you still have questions, be sure to comment down below and I'll try my best to answer it. So yeah, hope you learn about this video, and I will see you in the next video.
Team has destroyed a turret.
撤退。大招正在冷却，
跑得那么帅，我真幸福。怕不怕？
An ally has been slain. An ally has been
只
slain.
明白一件事，爱一个人是这么的痛苦。
Godlike.
跑得那么帅，我真幸福。早就知道你有问题。
Fabulous.
引入防御塔。
这不是神经病，是理想。知道你有问题。怕不怕？
Shut down. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
这不是神经病，是理想。
An enemy has been slain. Double
大招
kill.
正在冷却。
Your team has destroyed a turret.
请求集合。